Drill set number 3 at lawhub.lsac.org. And as always, we've got a highlight tool ready to go, and we read the question stem first. Which one of the following, if true, most helps to resolve the apparent discrepancy in the information above? So when you are presented with a discrepancy resolution or paradox resolution question task, you're going to read the information presented. You're going to highlight as your de facto conclusion whatever the unexpected outcome was, and then you're going to try to mentally predict broadly what would be a reasonable explanation considering the facts that were surprisingly leading to whatever that unexpected outcome was. So we're going to read the paragraph on the left. Mercury contamination of lakes and oceans is responsible for the increasing number of cases of mercury poisoning in wildlife. Okay. The mercury found in lakes and oceans is traceable almost entirely to mercury in industrial waste. Again, just a statement of fact. However, even if all dumping of mercury-contaminated industrial waste were eliminated today, the quantity of mercury in lakes and oceans would continue to increase for the foreseeable future, and that is going to be the unexpected outcome that we want to highlight as our de facto conclusion. So we need to mentally predict that we're trying to find information that would show you're going to continue having mercury contamination even if industrial waste were suddenly eliminated. Thank you for watching this explanation video of an official LSAT practice question from lawhub.lsac.org. If you're enjoying the tips that it contains, please consider liking the video, and you can also subscribe to our channel to be alerted when new video explanations are released by my guru. Also, check out the description below because within it you'll find links to full sets of video explanations for official LSAT prep tests from lawhub.lsac.org as well. But for now, let's get back to this video. We read choice A, keeping our highlight tool selected so we can identify and mark reasons to eliminate as we go. Industrial production of mercury through the burning of oil and coal has been on the decline for the past decade. Well, if mercury has been on the decline, well, then we'd expect the mercury levels to go down. So if anything, this is actually a reversal that kind of exacerbates the unexpected nature of the idea that the quantity of mercury in lakes and oceans is going to continue to increase because we've got mercury on the decline for a full decade. So we continue to choice B. The average amount of mercury that is released into the upper atmosphere during volcanic eruptions is relatively constant from year to year. Okay, relatively constant. What does that mean? Upper atmosphere. How is that going to get into the lakes? I need a whole lot of additional information to relate choice B to this unexpected fact so we can eliminate it as needing additional information pretty immediately. Then choice C, the mercury in lakes and oceans is primarily due to the gradual erosion of soil that has been contaminated with mercury from industrial waste. So this shows why it takes a little bit more time. There's this gradual erosion of soil. So it takes time for the industrial waste to get into the soil, and then it takes time for the soil to erode into the lakes. So that explains why the quantity will continue to increase because there's this extra kind of middleman step of the erosion. So C, you might be able to select at this point, but for the purposes of this video, we'll continue through the remaining answer choices. Choice D reads, some fish that have been contaminated with mercury suffer no ill effects, even though that contamination makes them poisonous to human beings. Well, okay, I'm just going to focus on some fish. Some fish. How many fish? I have no idea. This requires a bunch of additional information, and furthermore, isn't even really related to the metric hand about the quantity of mercury in lakes, so we can eliminate D almost immediately for a litany of reasons. And then choice E, pressure by environmentalists has not yet forced industry to introduce safer methods for disposing of mercury waste. Okay, what would those safer methods be? Why do we care about the environmentalists? Again, this introduces more questions than answers, and that very often is your indicator of a wrong resolve the discrepancy, resolve the paradox answer choice because you've got more questions than answers. Whereas choice C definitely answers why the quantity of mercury is going to continue to increase in these lakes and oceans, and is indeed our correct answer as we finish out drill set number 3 from lawhub.lsac.org.